Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dino action on Magic the Gathering Arena Explorer Best of 3 ranked. Usually it's always ranked. I am going to do a fan fight night, other things sprinkled in here or there, but I want to try and do a really good push when I do some streams and offline to get to Mythic at least this month. I don't every month, that's how she goes. But I just really want to narrow down, hone in this. And I just realized I didn't start playing the music. 5 Ways, how's it going? I chose a really nice banger for tonight. I think all of you guys watching right now or later on are going to appreciate it. One of my favorites, certainly. And if the music doesn't continue for some reason, let me know in the comments. Oh, Embercleave. My goodness. That does the trick. I made a little bit of a post about Embercleave, having it in now, replacing Vivian Reed and the Great Henge. Both very good cards, but sometimes they don't do a whole lot. Vivian Reed, she could come down, I could dig for something, and I might find something. The Great Henge, I could play it, and I might not have any creatures to follow up with. Maybe I've played a bunch, and then the next turn I draw a land and it just sits there, only gaining me 2 life, 2 life, 2 life, whenever you tap it. However, I can simply play Embercleave. I can slap this on just about anything. The Marauding Raptor, when it has pinged a dinosaur, it gets bigger. Hopefully it's pinged, 2 dinos, it's sitting at 6 powered then. Slap an Embercleave on this, boom, 7. Double strike, trample, lovely. Yeah, I definitely and that's a good point. 5 Ways, and anybody watching, you have 1 ofs, 2 ofs, there's a very good chance you're not going to see it. And some nights when I add in, something to see, it just doesn't happen, unfortunately. That's how it is with live, and that's why I love it. You don't work for 2 hours to get this one example of this one thing that you added in. That's just going to be a recipe for disaster, a recipe for burnout, unfortunately. But 100%. I want something that always does the thing that I'm already trying to do, that elevates everything that I'm already doing. Xenagos, double a creature's power. Embercleave, doubling that. 2 quadruple. Galta, quadruple. Make it, it would be 24, then 25 with the Embercleave, but double strike. So you would hit for only 15 damage, double striking and trample. I'd like to see it a little bit higher than that. Yeah. Definitely 5 Ways. That's going to be good. Everything's going to be good. Convoke. Man, I love Convoke. I was thinking of looking up other Convoke things, actually, now that you mention it. I think I only need to use Ancient Imperious or some of those other new Convoke additions. Could be pretty good, especially Court of Calling. Let's look it up for a second before we start and get into this lovely action and get into the sideboard there. You probably saw some spicy stuff. Very, very spicy stuff. Now, did I spell it right? That's the question. Oh, I don't have any copies. All right, well, here is one I've always been interested in. Oh, good stuff. Very, very happy. Excited to hear about that. Boom. Trying to find a good one to press for you, but yes, anybody who hasn't seen that new Finale of Devastation art from Commander Masters, lovely playmat. Oh man, it is yeah, very, very lovely stuff. Dino, the excited Dino, that's what I'll use, and I would like to try this out at least once. City on fire, everybody would be on fire if I got this down. If a source we control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage instead. It's going to be very hard to cast this, needing 3 red. We can tap a Huntmaster or Marauding Raptor to pay for one of those reds, but I mean, it's probably worth a shot. Yeah, so Woe is right. I could see a reasonable case to slap in a copy of this, no? Dealing triple damage. So if we quadruple, you know, Galta, then that is tripled. I don't know. Oh, let me think here. So, but if it's double strike, okay, hold on. Ancient Imperiosaur is a 16-16. Xenagos doubles it to a 32-32. Embercleave makes it 37. So Ancient Imperiosaur hits once for 37 times 3. Okay, that's pretty good. And then with double strike again, once for 37 times 3, 90. It's over 200 damage. That's fairly reasonable, I would think. Boom, boom, boom. Huh. Math is not for dinos. Dinos don't need math, especially when you're big. Usually that gets the job done. You don't have to do too much math when something is as massive as Ancient Imperiosaur. Some of you guys may have tried it in dinos or various dedicated convoke lists, but this and this and this and this. Embercleave simply slapping this on a Topiary Stomper. It's a 4/4 vigilance, lovely. Sometimes we turn it on, sometimes we don't. Getting to 7 lands. But we would get it to 5 power. Right there. Boom. We get to trade with Shieldred. Marauding, as long as it's pinged 1 dino, it's at 4 power. We slap Embercleave on Marauding, boom, it's up to 5. Shieldred, gone. Gone, 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 all gone. We win trades with Death Touch because they don't touch our stuff due to double strike, and that is very, very nice. Synergizes with Xenagos, as I mentioned, and we're off to the races. It is unfortunate that it's glitching a little bit there, but this sideboard, back to nature, back to 3 copies of this. I want to bring the pain and devastation to 5 color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation. I want to hose them that much better. Boom, get the job done. Tyrannix Rex, if we're facing off against control, that comes in. Ancient Imperiosaur goes out. Very, very straightforward there. I love it. And Rending Volley. Hey, what doesn't it help against? Maybe we face spirits. Good, we've got this now. Greasefang, fantastic. Strict Proctor with Lotus Field. Strict Lotus, I believe they call it. Stopping the trigger, to enter the battlefield trigger of Lotus Field to sacrifice 2 other lands. They just don't pay an extra 2 with the Strict Proctor's ability. Take it out. Mono white humans a little bit, even though I don't really like this too much against that deck. In particular, I know, Vigilance. Vigilance is very important, of course, facing off against the Wandering Emperor. I think we've all used it or had it used against us. Exiling a tapped creature. Topiary Stomper does not tap. It would be nice to have Vigilance on a few more things. There's a couple options for that, but we won't get into it quite tonight. There is no sweeper. I'm not too scared about aggressive stuff. Hopefully I'm going to get the big stuff down, and sometimes you have to just lose against a specific type of deck. We have so many big things, we'll just blast through anything the opponent is doing. I don't have to worry too much. But if we do have to interact, of course, Rending Volley is going to cover quite a few different options. That's for sure. And speaking of, whoa. Yeah, so I forgot how long that was, but I think it's worth it. Probably going, oh, crazy, because you're using 4 copies. Every sideboard has to have 1 ofs, 2 ofs. No, that's not what we're doing here. Lotus Field, Mono Green Devotion. Is it Wizards? Is it Phoenix? Yeah, could be that. Wanting to play multiple cheap spells a turn. But Yeah, I want to see this as much as possible, as often as possible. 2 copies of this is not going to do that. Yeah. Oh. Very, very exciting stuff with this. 4 copies. There you go. Enough said. Nykthos taps for a colorless. Boom. Lotus Field, a colorless. Hose those decks, increase our chances quite a bit against them. And I have to mention, Damping Sphere is not all bad for us. What is something that, if it costs more, we could tap more creatures? Think about it. If I've played a few dinos, a few spells in a turn, I have so many creatures out. Ancient Imperiosaur could cost 6. With cost reduction of a single Marauding, that's alright. We play a creature, boom, Ancient Imperiosaur is now up to costing 7 with Damping Sphere. Another creature, it costs 8. Let's pretend I have 8 creatures out. This is probably not going to happen, but say I have 8 creatures, Ancient Imperiosaur is 8, boom, they're all tapped, and now it's even bigger than it ever possibly could be. By turning a negative of Damping Sphere into a positive. It's very, very wacky, but it's not nothing. Yeah, Ancient Imperiosaur, 8 times 2 is 16, entering as a 22-22. Xenagos doubles that, 44-44. Trample, Haste, Ward 2 with Regisaur Alpha. Oh, my goodness. But I just wanted to mention that cool kind of neat thing. Who would want to pay more for their own stuff? Aha, there you go. Bonus, bingo. That'd be cool if that popped off, I must say. Hopefully that particular scenario happens, but you got to imagine if we have that many creatures, 8 creatures, to make it even bigger than it normally would be, we've probably already won at that point. Would be cool. 8, 10 creatures. Ancient Imperiosaur costs 10. 26. Oh man, that is devastating. Crazy stuff. Oh, playing first and we're keeping instantly. Instant. No questions whatsoever. We got 3 lands, something for 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got turn 1, source of green, usually. I would expect to see that we're facing off against Keruga, 5-color Fires of Invention. Do I want a Carnage Tyrant? I probably have enough lands at this point. And Carnage Tyrant with the Hexproof. Leyline Binding, we get to dodge that quite fantastically. Oh, no, not. I was wondering, as I kept it, I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to draw an exact copy of that. Well, we're going to bring the pain. Let's hope Huntmaster isn't exiled with Leyline Binding if they get enough land types. With one other Triumph, they could do it. Just a stomp. Hello, Stanley. How's it going? Yes, definitely. Oh, 100%. I'm looking forward to pretty much every new set, but specifically Lost Cavens of Ixalan. With the Hulking Raptor. If you haven't seen that art, check it out. It looks very similar to Carnage Tyrant. I think it's going to either be a smaller Carnage Tyrant or a bigger one. But man, they're going to be crying. Oh, no, use that mountain. We want to give Shifting Ceratops haste and watch Shifting get eaten alive by that Leyline Binding. Oh, nothing's pausing, so perhaps we're safe. We're safe. They have no Leyline Binding, and that is a very, very exciting thing. Forest. I think it still costs 3. I'm pretty sure it was 2. Plains, Island, Swamp, Mountain. So yes, Leyline Binding at that moment was reduced to only 2, and they had 2 lands mana up. Bone Crusher Giant. I don't care too much about that. Hey, look, I kept a Carnage Tyrant, and I got another Carnage Tyrant. Get him. Gotcha. Lovely. If they sweep us, not a big problem. We play a second. We play, hopefully, Tyrannosaurus Rex in game 2. I almost said hopefully we play it, but we will never see Tyrannosaurus Rex because I'm not starting off with it. Maybe they were waiting for something bigger. Oh, Cavalier of Dawn to kill Topiary Stomper. We could have turned it on next turn. Oh, my, oh. I gotta press a bunch after that. Well, how about that? Just playing some Carnage Tyrants seems to be pretty darn good. Smoke them. Hey, that's alright. You never know what you're gonna get. Again, because this is live, it makes it so much better. Man. Oh, dirty. That's what you want to be doing. Play a thing that the opponent can't do anything about. But because this is that deck, I mentioned it specifically. Yes, very good game, Stanley. Exciting stuff. It's going to be even more painful when we smoke exactly what they're doing. We didn't see a whole lot of enchantments. It's got to be that. It's Keruga. It's got those triomes. Maybe they just got unlucky. They didn't see Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation, all the regular enchantment stuff. But it's in there. It's in there. It's got to be. Let me think. Well, they could exile Xenagos, Leyline Binding. Back to Nature doesn't destroy it though, of course, because of the Indestructible, which is quite nice. Commune, well, I mean, we grabbed a Carnage Tyrant and then we just got it, which was pretty wacky. But we do have to cut some stuff somewhere. Back to Nature isn't a potential hit anyways, unfortunately. We would have to pass it up with Commune, so when I bring in a lot of non-hit stuff, sometimes I do take it out. Oh, almost, yeah, well, I don't know. I kind of feel it is there already, but certainly, if we get another Reducer or something like that, Stanley, absolutely. Oh, 100%. This is not a bad thing to do. It's very, very good against anything that tries to answer your things, which is most decks. But yeah, if we get another, if that Hulking Raptor also has hexproof, kind of like Carnage Tyrant, I think that might just put it over the edge. Absolutely. It's going to be a very exciting time. Possibly could have trimmed Ancient Imperiosaur, but there wasn't anything else really that I wanted to bring in. I could have trimmed Ancient Imperiosaur and then also kept Commune with Dinosaurs, but yeah. Oh yes. Oh man, Stanley, if we get a Giada in Dinosaur form, that is going to be devastating. This hand is not so devastating. I am on the draw. Keep in mind, 2 chances to get the second land to get back to nature. But it's a lot of very awkward, painful stuff. I think it's too risky. We've already won. Well, okay, that's also bad. I guess that's the keeping one. Ouch. Should have kept that first hand, but you never know what you're going to get. It definitely felt a little bit too rough. Maybe if I only had one Xenagos and something like that, certainly nice to see myself drawing a bunch of lands. They don't have a counter spell, so Topiary Stomper at least will get us ahead by 1. And then I have other lands in hand to continually hit the land drops. Oh, I think Xenagos is, again, it's like an equipment. It enters the battlefield, it has Indestructible. The opponent probably isn't getting rid of it without some very specific ways. It doubles something, and I don't need it to stay doubled. It is only until end of turn, but if the creature that's being doubled is attacking anyways, it's tapped, I wouldn't be able to use that boost in power on the following turn anyways if the opponent attacks. So it only has to happen for that turn. It's like a lovely indestructible equipment that is sometimes a creature. It's not really a bad thing. Now the question is, 2 copies, 3 copies. I think 1 is too few. At least 2, probably. Sometimes I don't see Carnage Tyrant or Tyrannix Rex, and I might have 4 and 4 of both of those big scary dinos. You could have 4 of a specific card and never see it for multiple matches, not just games, which is certainly pretty painful and rough. Oh, there it is. Nuts. Oh, that's a hard one. I guess just for the fun, it would probably be Pygmy Allosaurus from Ice Age. Ooh. It's a 4, 3 and a green for a 2/2 dinosaur with Swamp Walk. Just because it's pretty cool. I think the art for Pygmy Allosaurus is hilarious. But other than that, nothing I can think of. Nothing I can come up with. I think they're fantastic. We're going to get good stuff in Lost Caverns of Ixalan, specifically for dinos anyways. It's going to continue to elevate them, that's for sure. But the question becomes, are we just dead? Potentially. Probably. Shelter Ticket does have to enter tapped. Let's get that out of the way. Possibly could have saved it to cycle it on future turns. Paying 2 to discard it, draw a card. Nah. I had a land to play for the turn, and I also had 4 left over for shifting, so we might as well just do that. And hope we're not just dead. Xenagos next turn, doubling shifting Ceratops would be pretty good. We do also get Carnage turned, but they may be too far ahead. Of course, Elish Norn doubling, enter the battlefield effects, abilities. Not going to be a fun time. Ooh. Sacking that reflection, perhaps. No, they're not going to sacrifice anything. Well, they will. Okay. Huh. Hostage Taker, pretty cool. The only thing you can steal is Topiary Stomper, which they will double its enter the battlefield effect of searching for a basic. This deck doesn't have a whole lot of basics, and we are, well, basically dead, yes. A wee bit flooded there with the lands. That's alright, that's how it goes. You know what, I'll keep it like that. Actually, I'll trim a few more Ancient Imperiosaurs. They might have a hard time. Well, I mean, they have a harder time paying Ward 4 versus the Ward 2 of Ancient Imperiosaur. That's not a big hoop to jump through. Sometimes it buys you just enough time. You might get a hit off with it, and then the following turn when the opponent untaps, they have enough to do this in. That's okay. This thing is battle hardened. It's used to feeling pain. You can see that art right there. It's doing nasty powerful stuff. I'm kind of tempted. I'm interested in Damping Sphere. Each spell a player casts costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player has cast that turn. I do believe that taxes. When they have Fires of Invention, they can cast spells with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands without paying their mana costs. I'm pretty sure Damping Sphere is an additional mana cost, so even though they can pay stuff for free, they actually may have to spend some mana to do the thing. That'd be pretty cool, but it's not going to be super painful for them. It's probably going to be more hurtful for me, but it's something to keep in mind. If you can play something for free, Damping Sphere, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to look that up afterwards tonight. Or if one of you guys wants to look it up. Is Damping Sphere an additional cost that still taxes free spells? Man, I would love to keep that. If I had 2 lands, absolutely, instantly. Okay, maybe one more. It is a little bit awkward in the middle there. Huntmaster coming down to nothing too much, of course. Oh, phew. We got it. Good. I'm glad I listened to my gut. We've got the Back to Nature. We've got the ramp. I think we'll be alright. Oh, and Sheltered Thicket to boot as the turn 2 land. I didn't have anything for 2 that I was going to play anyways, which this is better than I could have hoped for. Topiary Stomper next turn gets us ahead by 1. Castle Garenbrig gets us ahead by 1 if we're playing Carnage Tyrant. We can potentially see Carnage Tyrant on turn 4 if we had it. At the very least, we do get Regis or Alpha. We're going to see if we draw out that Leyline Binding at some point. Maybe this turn. That'd be pretty good. Take out Leyline Binding, get back to Topiary Stomper, get another basic. Maybe take out... No. Okay, let's pause here for a second. We can do Regis or Alpha. That's pretty good, but what does it do? There's a very good chance next turn the opponent is going to go Fires plus Enigmatic Incarnation. They're going to have a potential 4. And I don't want to be tapped out wishing. And just wishing I could go back. Time machine. That sort of thing. They're certainly discarding. That's probably going to get them what they need, I would imagine. Playing Fires maybe with that treasure. Maybe they don't have a 4th land. So that treasure definitely is going to help them out. Oh boy. Do it. Do it. You know you wanna. Maybe they think I have something up there my sleeve. I don't have any sleeves, but if I did, I'd be sliding Back to Nature, ready and waiting, and boom. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Maybe it still fires. They still have 4 mana, potentially. Oh, they did it. Let's go. Enigmatic Incarnation. You can do it. Oh, no. We got him good, folks. Yes, right. Oh, and Marauding Raptor to boot. Goblins tapped. We got 6 mana. Marauding for 4. Dinosaur. Oh, yes. Perfection. Woo! Oh, man, that was dirty. Sweep us with a Supreme Verdict. Maybe they will. Let's say we're self-taking too. Maybe they do Stomp with Bone Crusher. Hopefully that's not the case. Maybe I should have just taken it. They have a sweeper for 3 damage. Something. Okay. We had to try and do as much as possible. Of course, we've got Tranix Rex eventually. Mouse over the lands. Pretend like I have something that I can do. Pretend like the card I have in hand is not a land. Okay, let's no more lands. T-Rex. Ooh. Chant with me. No more lands. Carnage turn. Anything. That would have been pretty cool to get a top-decked Tranix Rex. I would have hoped to see Carnage or T-Rex by now. It is quite unfortunate. Okay, they're getting something for 4 when they sacrifice that Fable. What's it gonna be? Oh man, that's pretty good. They got oh, phew! We got a body. We got a good body. Let's try and make something happen. Xenagos to double it. Embercleave. Oh, we could see a T-Rex. Good. Embercleave. Xenagos, there are a lot of things that can really just bring the pain. Hopefully they don't have too many more enchantments for Enigmatic to sacrifice. That'd be pretty rough. Hopefully they don't get Elish Norn. It does turn off Embercleave's ability when it enters the battlefield. Oh, Ancient Imperiosaur. Well, I'm going to be doing that. They'll probably answer this. Have something for it. Leyline binding. That sort of thing. Now the question becomes, do I want to take out Omnath? Kind of. Let's do it. We have Ancient Imperiosaur. Maybe they have another Omnath in hand. Maybe they have something bad they're going to do. Ooh, settle the wreckage. Interesting. At least I still have a basic to grab. That is good. Very, very nice indeed. It's good we drew it out, so hopefully they don't have a second. I imagine Ancient Imperiosaur is not long for whatever. That's with Leyline binding. So Enigmatic sacrificing Leyline to get an Agent of Treachery potentially. To steal the Imperiosaur. Pay the Ward 2 cost. Ouch. That'd be problematic. And it's not like there's a crazy amount of lands. Again, this is 22, which does seem crazy for some people. Okay. I'm going to do something to the Imperiosaur. Guaranteed. I imagine they're going to steal it. Atraxa. Oh, that is something. If we get Embercleave, we'd almost finish him off. Getting Ancient Imperiosaur to be a 7/7 would be lovely stuff. Ugh. That's how it goes. Sometimes you just lose because all you draw is lands. Very, very unfortunate. Past a quarter of the way through, not seeing a T-Rex, but at least we did see, the Carnage Tyrants, and yeah. You can't escape situations like that. It doesn't matter what your plan, but you can have a good time. We did the best we could. We did the best thing we possibly could have done. Back to nature, taking out fires, plus Enigmatic Incarnation. Yeah. You saw again, you possibly saw the amazing potential of that fantastic sideboard card. It is pretty narrow, of course, mainly used for that specific deck. But if you don't have it against that deck, it is almost certain going to be a loss. Maybe you take them down one game, but it's going to be rough stuff. Yeah. Auras, potentially, if you face auras, slapping on little enchantments on a specific creature to make them big and scary, back to nature to take out all of that stuff is also possibly pretty nice. Seabuzz. Sebas? I think I could make it work. Could be a little bit rough. Of course, we don't know what they're on. It might be mono red with that Chandra avatar. Oh, and certainly with the sleeves. I'm worried about it being mono red, so Huntmaster would be dead. That's going to be pretty painful. Certainly keep that. It's definitely quite a bit safer. Galta, they could have some good removal. That means we're going to have a rough time getting Galta down if they kill some of our early creatures. And there it is, mono red like I was thinking. We at least have that first source of red with Rockfall. Topiary Stomper grabbing the single mountain to get us to 2 sources of red for an eventual Embercleave if we're alive. But this hand also is pretty slow. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. I do expect Marauding to go down. Hopefully they have to double up on removal. It could just be a lightning strike or something. Hopefully Marauding sticks around at least a turn. Damage is made into -1 counters with the Soulscar Mage, unfortunately. And I think it's now doubled. If they do a shock, Marauding Raptor is dead. Pretty sure. Interesting. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We can slap down a Carnage Taunt next turn. Again, if Marauding is alive. Let's hope that continues to happen. Certainly very nice that they didn't attack with the Soulscar Mage. It's probably going to be barfing a lot of stuff this turn, though. Gotta be. Experimental Frenzy, huh? Well, very interesting indeed. So Experimental Frenzy, they can look at the top card, they can play lands, cast spells. Yeah. And they can't play lands or cast spells from their hand, so they just keep getting to play stuff off the top. And that is pretty neat. Imagine there is an instant on the top. I have to preserve Marauding Raptor, unfortunately, at all costs. Maybe there isn't an instant on top. Okay. I'll take it. We're not dead yet. But double Runaway Steamkin, man, that is going to be painful stuff. Whenever they cast a red spell, they put a counter on it. They can remove 3, make a bunch. Are we just dead next turn? Well, we do have Marauding and Carnage Taunt to block. Soulscar Mages, those could be big. Runaway Steamkins could also be big. We could potentially get something very, very sneaky next turn with that Embercleave. Sadly, we don't turn on Topiary Stomper. That would stop their aggression. Stomper. That'd be good to have 3, but you never know. We're not safe. Okay, never mind. Wizard's Lightning tends to do the trick. Yes, that is it. Oh. Maybe not. Pretty good. Where's that Flame Sweep when you need it? Of course it's not in, but I mean, I wouldn't always expect to win against mono red. Okay, that's something. We gave it a valiant effort, but Damping Sphere is going to hamper their chances. Wanting to play multiple things a turn, I kind of like that, I must say. It feels pretty good. I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to trim Huntmaster, which is guaranteed to die. We take out something that Commune couldn't have grabbed. We replace it with something that Commune can't have grabbed. So it's still the same amount of non-hits, even though it should always be a hit with Commune. Again, 25 dinos and 22 lands, basically guaranteed. I remember once, maybe twice, in my entire 10,000 games, matches, I'm pretty sure it's at least 10,000 matches, once or twice, I didn't get anything. Every other time, at least something. Do I like T-Rex? Do I like Imperiosaur? Maybe. Nah. I'm just excited for Damping Sphere. That would be pretty cool if it helped us. Hey, now it's good against Mono Red. Mono Green Devotion. Lotus Field. Maybe. Nah, one more. Okay, that's a lot better, and it's nice to see Heraldic Banner, which I didn't mention tonight. Just another way to ramp. It enters, we choose a color. Usually it is always going to be green to increase the power of creatures that are the chosen color, and it taps for a green too, which is beautiful. I'm sending Imperiosaur to the bottom. It is the costliest thing. Possibly it can come down with the creatures due to, Convoke. But I do like the 2 bodies of Regisaur Alpha instead. Just because it is mono red, we might be dead. I think I'll still go with Topiary Stomper. Get ahead with actual lands to maybe turn Topiary Stomper on a little bit easier, better. Would be nice to get Regisaur. If we can get Regisaur next turn, I think that's going to be pretty rough stuff for them. Yeah, we see both of the Embercleaves. It's going to happen to you at some point. If you have 2 of something, you might see it not at all for games and matches, and then boom, back to back. Nah, it's still worth it. At least 2. I want to see it a little bit more than 1. Yeah, we're still sitting pretty good. Wizard's Lightning, light up the stage, also nice. At least they can't play the stuff that they exiled. Phew. Oh, there's the Damping Sphere. Heraldic Banner, yes, we can use that mana for the Damping Sphere. We'll get to Regisaur next turn pretty fantastically, and let's see if this helps. Cool. Tax mono red. Oh, they're not gonna like that. Interesting. Okay, not too bad. We got Regisaur Alpha. That is nice stuff. We're not dead yet. We got 2 blockers. We might live. They might not have enough burn to kill us straight to the face, but they probably will. I would imagine. Be very surprised if that wasn't the case. This Wizard's Lightning for 2. Lightning Strike. No, they couldn't go Lightning Strike. Interesting. Oh. Maybe we are safe. Okay, I guess we're not. Yeah, exactly lethal. That's how it goes. Couldn't quite stick stuff. Got a little bit of awkward hands, but I'd like to face them again. I've had quite a few examples where I've mono red. They've taken me down to 1 or 2, and they just couldn't quite do that last bit of damage. Then I get enough bodies. They can't blast through with their own creatures because they're weak. Then I smoke them. But that Damping Spear, that was cool. I'm going to keep that in mind. Hopefully we get to try it out a little bit more tonight. Actually against Mono Green Devotion, but perhaps the algorithm sees the Damping Sphere and they see the pain that those decks would feel if I bring it in. Oh my goodness. No turn 1 Thoughtseize. We're facing Rakdos Midrange. Mono black. Do I want to watch Huntmaster get killed? Nah, let's not do that. Shelter Ticket has to enter tapped at some point. We have 3 land. Oh, mono black waste not. Okay, so we know what they're doing. Huntmaster plus shifting next turn. Ancient Imperiosaur the turn after that. Embercleave will sprinkle it in somewhere. And hope they don't... Oh. Whoa. Well. Interesting. They were starved in the land department. Maybe all their things cost 3 or more. And I just didn't see that 3rd land. Kind of similar to how the previous game was. Or the previous match. Well. We've got some options. There's always the thought. We could bring in Back to Nature, taking out Waste Not. Maybe they get really lucky and they see multiple Waste Nots early on. That's not going to be the common thing. It's probably always going to be one. You'll have some times where you're facing this deck. Waste Not, for anybody that doesn't know, whenever we discard a thing based on what that thing is, they get something. We discard a creature, they get a 2/2 zombie, a land, they add 2 black, and whenever we discard a non-creature, non-land, they draw a card. Very painful. It hurts, but sometimes it is a complete waste. If we barf everything we have in our hand, there's nothing to discard, and that is a dead card. Yeah, we took them down once. I'll keep it there. They do have some removal, but they have lots of sacrifice stuff. This could be Tegrid as well. So Tegrid, whatchamacallit, whenever we sacrifice a creature or discard a permanent, they get that. If we discarded a Carnage Tyrant, that Carnage Tyrant would then, boom, go right to them. I don't want to do that. But I do want to keep this hand. Go with that Thoughtseize. Do it. Good. Seems like they may not have a duress. Or they may not have a Waste Not. They might have saved that until they had played it on turn 2. Okay, good. Probably be killing that Marauding Raptor, but we have enough lands at this point. We should probably get there. I would think we'll get there. Yeah. There's that sacrifice stuff. Oh, that is the ultimate gotcha. Don't you just love when that happens? They get rid of your thing, or they discard the thing, and then you just get a copy right after. We're going to also lose this one, but hey, it's pretty cool. Oh, interesting. They know what could happen. They don't know what's about to happen, but I'm going to try and take out Davriel if at all possible. Do I want to get rid of a creature? Well, I don't think so. Nah, let's get rid of that land and hope they don't have Thoughtseize. Although me getting rid of a land probably told them this person has another land in hand. Maybe. Not today, buddy. Get them gone. Discard less. Hopefully that Ancient Imperiosaur sticks around. We finish him off. Well, not quite. Oh, no. Another duress. Actually, no, they can't discard anything. Okay, that's beautiful stuff. Liliana of the Veil, not a problem. We sacrifice the token. Oh. Ancient Imperiosaur. At the moment, we can tap Regisaur. We'll use Commune. We'll see what that gets us. That might also be really good. Yes, please. Let's do it. Another Regisaur. We take out Liliana. We got the token. And we make a really big Ancient Imperiosaur next turn if they can't take us out. If they can't take out at least two things, they're dead. They're dead. There you go. Oh. Revenge. After that, 5-color Fires of Invention. Disaster. It wasn't a disaster. It was good. It was good. Alright. What's it going to be? Again, like I mentioned last night, it has been nice seeing more normal stuff. Not as much wacky all over the place. Platinum, certainly, I felt that. Mono green, Lotus Field. Let's go. Let's see it. Five, 7. Another black related. Maybe it's going to be back-to-back mono black. Waste not. Would this hand be a waste if I got rid of it? Well, I think it could work. We'll give it a go. We got that lovely Shelter Thicket to start. Eventually getting to Heraldic Banner there, and well, that's going to be alright. Could go. Oh, I jinxed it. Why did I do that? They're getting rid of Heraldic Banner, 100%. That's what it's going to be. But hey, if you don't have something for 2, they can't discard it. There you go. Would have been pretty cool if I drew it, but at least I drew land. We're at 4. We'll eventually get to Regis or Alpha, I hope. Good old Rakdos. Hey, we got 2 Ancient Imperiosaurs. Don't exactly need 2, but if you have 2, you really get to drive that home. Get them good. Topiary Stomper, definitely. Let's hope they don't get rid of it. Going with Karplusan plus Topiary. Getting ahead very stably. Oh, what you gonna do? Okay, that's something. That's pretty good. They know we're getting to 5 next turn now. Where's that other Thoughtseize? Oh, Sheoldred. Oh, there. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Let's hope that at least one of these things sticks around. Cross your fingers. But I don't think that is going to happen, unfortunately. Okay. We'll get there. Maybe we won't. Man, just lots of pain. Sack, discard. Ouch. Alrighty, we're not dead yet. Marauding and Topiary. We get to 6 lands, maybe get to the 7th next turn. Play the big Ancient Imperiosaur. Maybe sit back and relax. Another Fatal Push or go for the throat to take out Marauding. Oh, they can't escape Kroxa yet. Good stuff. I love it. Oh, okay. Oh, the Embercleave. Oh my goodness. We do have to leave Marauding Raptor up to block. Okay. Maybe we're not dead. Cross your fingers. Yep, that tends to do it. Exactly. Yeah. Can't get them all, but do I want T-Rex? Probably. Probably, I must say. Of course, the general Rakdos Midrange, as we saw, bringing a lot of pain. There might not be a whole lot of creatures sticking around to get the good Convoke on Imperiosaur. A low chance. Yeah, scary stuff. But man, double strike on Imperiosaur would have been a 9/9. Wouldn't quite have been lethal with all the life they had gained from Shieldred's ability there. But it still would have been pretty cool. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. Nothing really in the middle here, but a bunch of lands in Huntmaster. We do have 2 Castle Garen breaks. Very nice to see that. Helping us, I would hope, eventually get to T-Rex there. It's all but guaranteed we lose Huntmaster to something. Although it is very nice that they don't have Thoughtseize, maybe. Or they just didn't want to pay the 2. It's not dead. That's odd. It's gonna be. Huh. Ooh, a go for the Throwdown Huntmaster. I'll take it. And we will eventually get the Carnage turned, which is also going to be pretty devastating. Hoping, they don't make us sacrifice it. Regis or Alpha before Carnage, maybe. If I sense they don't have Shieldred's Edict. Okay. Definitely got to beat T-Rex, unfortunately. We might not get to enough for Tyrannix Rex. Xenagos also devastating. Liliana would make us sacrifice Carnage Tyrant next turn, so that can't happen. It has to be this. Okay, you're doing your thing. That's all right. Ouch. Painful. Oh, okay, yep, that tends to do the trick. Man, they just had everything they needed. All the good stuff. Discard them. Alright, Mono Green, Lotus Field, where are you at? I gotta stop at some point tonight. Maybe after this one. What time's it? At least I want to go for an hour here. Okay. Mito. I'll take it. That looks pretty good. Turn 1 commune, possibly, hopefully grabbing a Marauding Raptor. Oh, it's a back-to-back Rakdos with the time. Oh, they're ripping Topiary. Guaranteed. If they know what's good for them. Or they have multiple Thoughtseizes. Okay. They know a thing or two. Yeah, no marauding. At least we got a land. We're going to continue to hit that for the first few turns. Ooh. Rakdos. What's going on here? Something to do with discard. things. Strange, odd. I don't know, your guess is as good as mine. Rakdos Pyromancer. Huh. I mean, it is nice to have Marauding. Of course, I imagine we're going to lose it to the Fatal Push. Not. Fatal Push, good stuff, good stuff. Go for the throat. Something for 2. Ooh, Kroxa. We do have to discard, I think, a land, unfortunately. Taking 3. Shifting. No, I don't want to discard land. Is Marauding still safe? Oh, my goodness. Well, they're doing graveyard stuff, so I'm going to take 2. I'm not going to block a Stitcher supplier to get them to continually fill it. They're probably going to be escaping Kroxa next turn if they can get to 4. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so claim. Return a creature with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. They return the Pack Rat. Interesting. Very neat indeed. But Regis or Alpha also pretty neat. Not going to go maximum aggression, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That one elemental would have blocked that. Oh, and the Pyromancer. I'll take it. That's pretty good. Nice. Oh, this is also lovely. You know what? I'm going to set up for Embercleave. A good Embercleave later on. If we grab a Marauding with this... Oh, it is what we want to be doing. Actually, probably Carnage Turned. Carnage Turned is. Listen to my gut. Better have a Thought Seize. Okay, I'll take it. If we got another land next turn, we could play Carnage, attack with 4. Embercleave would be reduced to just 2 red, and we would smoke him. Oh, okay, good. Good, I'm liking the looks of this. Maybe they make another Pack Rat. What are they thinking? Carnage Turned it is. Let's go. Let's get that. Let's get Embercleave the turn afterwards. Maybe they're waiting to kill Regis or Alpha. Or they're just going to make another Pack Rat to make a bunch of 3/3s. I think we wait one more turn for that Embercleave. I wonder what they're thinking about. They keep looking at everything, but they're not doing anything. Odd. They're looking like they're going to kill something, but I know they're going to make another copy of Pack Rat. And then 2 Pack Rats will block the 1 Carnage, taking it out. That's fine by me. Make another Pack Rat. Do it. Hopefully they don't have a Braid or something. I'm afraid of a Braid, I guess you could say. Commune Note to grab our land for the turn. Lovely stuff. That does reduce Embercleave to 3 when we attack with every single creature. That's probably it. lights out on their chances. I would imagine. Go time. Maximum aggression. Get her done. They're going to throw a bunch of pack rats against Carnage turn, but that's going to nicely take out multiples, which is lovely. Because it is double strike. We hit first, we take out 2 pack rats immediately, dropping down all the other pack rats to 2/2s. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what's up. Gotcha. Probably wondering, what? It's not good game? It's not lethal? Yeah, watch it. Hold it. I think they know what's up. Alrighty. Boom. Ouch. Devastating. Like I said, the pack rats are dropped lower. Gotcha. Now they don't trade with the Topiary Stompers, which is lovely stuff. Ooh. Ooh. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay, Embercleave. That's pretty good. In that specific case, better than Xenagos, but I still love it. Sprinkle this in. This. Have the patience and... oh boy. Now the question becomes, it's a lot of graveyard stuff, very heavy in the graveyard. The pack rat, that certainly could get out of hand. When they pay 3 to discard a card, make a copy, make a copy, make a copy. Painful. But it's a lot of painful stuff overall. Removal, discard. Would we get to Ancient Imperiosaur? Probably going to be a lower chance, especially against this. Switch it up with Tyrannix Rex. Pretty simple there. Alright. I'm just happy Embercleave led to a win tonight. And we saw it. And we see an absolutely stunner of a hand here. Maybe not a Thoughtseize. Maybe they... Oh my goodness. Oh, they milled a Fatal Push and a Thoughtseize. My, oh my. Oh, they're crying tears. They did the crying emote. Oh, this is... couldn't have asked for better. They probably have it in hand. But that's okay. It's nice when we see them lose a Thoughtseize and lose a Fatal Push. I'll take it. It's one less Thoughtseize that would have been used on me. And that's a thumbs up. We get Huntmaster. If it dies, we still get Topiary. Regisaur. Now I'm kind of wishing I might have kept Ancient Imperiosaur, because it looks like we really could have made it work with this particular state. Nah, we're not milling stuff. That Stitcher supplier can stay there. Cut, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Yes, long time no see. It's going good. It's going good, I must say. It continues to go good. My son is sleeping in the crib in the room with my daughter, where she also sleeps in her big girl bed. He's sleeping through the night. It's just lovely, lovely stuff. I think it is going to be Topiary. I would like multiples, but I still want Regisaur. I want to keep the lands that I have. That is really going to be quite important. Getting to Regisaur next turn, now they see that is about to happen. They're going to want to put a stop to that. Yeah, overall it's good. Hopefully it's going good with you, Cut. Hopefully it's going good with everybody watching. As good as possible, but at least you know you can have a good time here. Commune. We've got a thing to do next turn. And we hope no third thought. See? Fatal Push. Okay. We got stuff coming up. It's good they attacked with it, so now I get to freely and safely play the Dinosaur, and hopefully... Oh, they're going to be escaping Kroxa, so we will be taking 3 when we discard Castle Garenbrig coming up. Nuts. It really is pretty heavily involved in the graveyard. I wouldn't normally expect to see a graveyard themed thing. Deck. Yes. Lands. I don't need lands. Of course, either I discard a land, I take 3, or I discard nothing and I take 3. So I might as well play it. And then I don't lose it. Do I want to double block Kroxa? They could have removal for one of the 2 creatures that I used to block, and then Kroxa still lives. Let's see what happens. No, if you just draw all lands as it has happened, yeah, I don't know. That tends to do the trick. Rough. That darn Kroxa gets us. We'll keep it as is. We'll hope to go a little bit faster. Certainly with all that discard, it is hard. Yeah. We got him once. We can get him again. Alrighty. I like it. Castle Garenbrig, the first land. Karplusin, the second. So we have 2 on turn 2. Rockfall Vale has to at least be the 3rd land to enter untapped. This, they always have Thoughtseize. Master's Degree, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, they are doing fantastic. Now, not so fantastic keeping Carnage Tyrant and then getting Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, and another one. You run that risk. Do you want to have 1 or 2 and never see it? Or 4 and see it a lot and sometimes see that, okay, hey, that's okay. That's okay. Ouch. Well, at least we got multiples, you got to admit. If they're going to discard something, it's nice to have a backup. Wonder what's going to kill it. Colgate's Command, yeah. Just all around discard, discard, discard. Hopefully seeing a Topiary Stomper or something. It's probably going to be it. I bet. Yeah. Gotta discard something. Topiary, no, I'm not going to bother with that. Yeah, sometimes you have a bunch of lands, it doesn't work. Then the next one you don't get much lands and you get all the big stuff. That's alright. Still, absolutely worth it. To have that mixture. Carnage Tyrant, T-Rex. Every game can't go perfect. That's a guarantee. It won't. You might have a nice string of games, 3, 4, 5 matches where everything just lines up beautifully. Yeah. A little bit, potentially. I was just kind of starting off, setting up different channels whenever I do that in the future. Of course, time-wise with kids, it does get a little bit rough. I barely have time to do the thumbnail, unfortunately. Just quickly doing that, doing the live stream, but it's always in the back of my mind. Hopefully, potentially, one day we'll do it. But do it like this. We're facing off against another 5-color Fires of Invention enchantment deck. Get to the 3rd land. Rough stuff though with those. You know what? I'm going to give it a go. We have 2 chances to see that 3rd land. I'll take it. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool one day doing tournaments. Hopefully, Leyline Binding doesn't take Marauding. Oh my goodness. Well. They don't have a Leyline Binding. They have all types of lands. That is a beautiful thing indeed. This is perfection. Getting to hit them for 4. Love it. If they don't take out anything. Oh, this is gross, dirty. And it leads to my point of upping Galta to 2 copies. You see how lovely it is right here. Topiary for 2, Galta for 2. And they better have a sweeper next turn or else they're dead. Gotcha. You probably don't want to take 6 from Marauding, but that is going to be nice. Man, you can see how a kind of rough hand immediately turned around. Supreme Verdict coming in hot. If they don't have it, they die. Enigmatic Incarnate. Oh. Bing, bang, boom. Taking out that Mythic person. Gotcha. Mythic 627. Lights out, buddy. Oh, that is a stunner of stunners. Okay. We got to bring it back to nature. Absolutely. Do I like Embercleave? Maybe I'll trim Embercleave. Yeah, I like the looks of that. But speaking of this particular deck, it's the exact same. It's going to do the exact same stuff in Mythic or Diamond or Platinum. Doesn't take a whole lot to figure out exactly what is the best thing to do. Now, what do? I think I keep it. They don't have Thought Seizes. They're not going to see our stuff. This is going to be a little bit rough. But at the very least, even if we don't get a second land next turn, Commune is going to grab it. Oh, we got it. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm still going to go with Commune to get it for next turn. Play it safe. Oh, absolutely cut. It's always good when it is with the Queen. I'll take a ping as well. Might as well use up that mana. We see a Back to Nature is being sent to the bottom, but we get our lands for the next 2 turns, and that's pretty sweet. They will be at 4. They might do their thing. Gonna hold up 2 for Back to Nature just in case. Next turn I play my 4th lands. I can play 1 thing for 2 and still have it. Nah, that's alright. That's alright. As long as we just hold up Back to Nature, we will be okay. They didn't do it the previous turn, but maybe right now. Oh, they're digging for it. Okay. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. We can go Marauding. That would be good, and still be left with 2. 1 Marauding for 2, the other Marauding for 1. Might just get it done. In anticipation of one of the 2 Maraudings being answered. So we would be left with at least 1. We are Marauding Raptor. Okay, there's that Leyline Binding. They were waiting. Oh, good. What did I just say? Play 2. The 2 damage times 2 would take out Regis or Alpha and the token, but there you go. Play that. fires. Play that enigmatic. Get ready to sacrifice Leyline Binding. Oh no, geez, I wish I had something. Oh, Skyclave Apparition. I guess we wait. That's okay. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I hope they don't have another Leyline Binding. I bet they do. Okay, that's alright. That's alright. We did some painful stuff. We got rid of a lot of good things, and certainly going with Regisaur. That is going to be lovely. Potentially, Xenagos plus Topiary next turn. Currently I can make 7. If I draw another land, that's going to be nice. Fabled Passage coming in hot, making an extra 4. So they have a total of 5, possibly 6 with that Goblin token. At least playing the Bone Crusher Giant, I would imagine. Ooh. Okay, that's alright. I'll take it. Oh, this is actually good. Quite good. Topiary. We don't get to go Xenagos, but we do get to pay 3 for a 4/4 Vigilance, Haste, get a basic land. You can't beat that. I've said it multiple times before. Fantastic value. Okay, good. Trade with that 4/4. Do a little bit more damage. Hopefully Xenagos is going to do the trick. And hopefully they don't get another, or get their first enigmatic incarnation. Good. We have at least bought ourselves some time. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is devastating. Oh my goodness. If there isn't a sweeper next turn, it's all downhill. Oh. They have to have Supreme Verdict. I think they might. Just an Omnath. Not going to do it. They only have 4 mana. That's it. Oh, in 2. They didn't even take us down by 1. Bing, bang, boom. Gotcha. Xenagos for the finisher. There you go. I'm not in Mythic yet, but it doesn't really make a difference because I'm still going to take them down as I will when I get back there. What's the number? Absolutely. This is a deck that causes how many people trouble. All you gotta do is back to nature. It is very narrow of a sideboard card, but you would lose if you didn't have this. Taking out multiple things. Fires, Leyline, Fable. Just taking out Fable is pretty good, but even if you hit 2 of these, I'm just glad I got redemption after losing to this exact deck previously tonight, losing to the Flood, finishing them off with Xenagos. Good stuff. Oh, we're winning at Pterosaurus. We are winning, absolutely. What time is it though? Maybe it's a little bit late. I was thinking I was going to maybe record with Ace MTG. You guys have suggested. I'm going to try and get it together possibly tomorrow night or Friday. I'm going to record a video for him for the weekend. We'll see. But if you haven't checked out Ace MTG yet, definitely do it. Alright, I think I'll leave it there. Got a little bit late tonight. That's alright. Pterosaurus, nice that you could join a little bit. course, we all got commitments, and you might not be able to watch every day, but if you're watching later on, yes, you. Thanks for watching. Good stuff. Good games. Got the wins. Got revenge. Very important. Have a good night, Cut. Pterosaurus, anybody else watching right now later on, have a good rest of your time zone. Be good. Do good. And you'll receive good. All right.